we go.
Santa on a bombing run.
I completely forgot we had that. That's
I was just saying that. Well, I'm glad we get to use it like once or twice a year.
Yeah, there. It's our time. Wolf Nation, how you doing? This is your captain speaking. My friends, if you didn't know it, it is Friday night and your weekend has officially started. Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of the Realmhattan Project. My name is Eric Von Wolfenstein, and we got a full house tonight. -1. EE Prime could not be here tonight. EE Prime is in an intervention right now for not collecting Motu Origins. We're trying to convince him to stay away from that. So he's in an intervention. See what happens. But we got a guest to replace him for the night. We got one of the OGs back with us for one night only. My friends, say hello to Mr. Derek B.
Hi, Derek B.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's been a long time.
It is good to see you, my friend. And of course, Brother Joseph is here and taking care of his sick wife. And joining us tonight is Mr. our good friend Gort. Welcome,
Hello,
everyone. So I don't know if you guys heard, there was a little announcement today.
All that pops are 50% off at Eric's house because he's going to go in on the Labubu and Motu mix.
Labubu.
Labubu.
No, not that, my friend. There was a convention announced today, and I think my friend in the bottom right-hand corner has more about that, don't you, bud?
I sure do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and I mean children of all ages. Guess what? Next year, July to be exact, there is a convention that is coming back even stronger than last year. I'm talking about BotCon. BotCon is coming back July 10th through the 12th at the Renaissance Schaumburg Convention Center.
I don't know. That looks like it says Lee 1012.
Is that better? Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So yeah. BotCon Chicago, July 10th through the 12th, 2026. So yeah. Get ready. You can get your rooms ready. You can get your rooms right now. If you're a vendor, you can get your booths right now. Booth or booths, whichever ones you want. You can get those right now. If you're an artist, you can get your spot right now. Tickets will go on sale as soon as they get that organized. So attendee tickets will be coming up later. Okay.
But not soon.
Right. Be coming up later.
but not sooner. Yeah.
But not sooner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you say that, Schaumburg.
Schaumburg.
I was struggling
Schaumburg
with that one.
Convention Center.
It's Canadian.
Yo, it's a really nice nice spot too. We looked at man. When I tell you y'all are in for something cool, this is going to be real cool. And but BotCon always do. We generally do convention centers because it gives you the space to be able to breathe and move around and do the things that you want to do, and get around and not smell everybody all the way. You know what I mean? Because there's space. So yeah,
Nice.
it's like we did at Grand Wayne Center. It's gonna have that same feel, but even better. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The lineup for next year is gonna be really, really nice. But yeah, stay tuned for more details as the months progress all the way up to the show. And I can tell you with certainty that there will be a realm presence, and maybe even a rock box.
Oh, stay tuned
All
to
right.
ETR for more
Stay
details.
tuned.
Sure.
Yes. We will be informing you all of everything that's going on when the time comes. All right. Cool. So yeah,
Right.
plan to be there July 10th through the 12th weekend, and looking forward to seeing everybody.
Cool.
You guys.
Definitely going to be there. I don't know about
So
but I'm gonna
let
be
me
there.
pick your brain on this. So what what is something like, I don't know how deep you're involved in that with that, Derek, but like what goes into like picking a location? Like, all right, I mean, obviously you don't want to pick, small town USA, but you want a good hub with like central location, airport, stuff like that. Like what all, get you on the short list and things like that. And can you talk about maybe other options that were kind of kicked around, things like that, or not?
Sure. So basically, we've gathered data from past BotCon conventions where they've made appearances, and we try to duplicate those efforts with a little spin to it, which means we have to see, we have to get up-to-date data as to these locations and where they are now. Of course, we would love to be in every city, but you can't be in every city every year.
Mhm.
So we try to pick locations in which the fans are. Everybody knows that mostly the fan base for what we do is mainly on the East Coast, Midwest. So right now, the buildup is to take advantage of those locations and then progress forward into other locations such as the West Coast, Central, the Southern states. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Even getting back overseas. So there's a buildup that happens with that. So in order for that buildup to happen, we have to make appearances at these particular locations where there will be a absolute presence, and that's pretty much it. We get a lot of feedback from the fans as to where they are, and they let us know where they are, and we look into those areas to see what the area feels like and what it looks like. You'd be surprised to know that some of us actually travel to a lot of these places to visit particular venues to make decisions and work out deals with these places. So, and then at the same time, when you're doing a BotCon, you want to be somewhere where there's plenty of space to move. There's going to be plenty of space for a lot of people to be there. There's also going to be that celebrity feel, if you will, where celebrities will be comfortable with coming out to these particular venues, and and being able to see all the people that love them. You know what I mean? And then us giving them the space to be able to enjoy that. So yeah, that's all that all goes into that. Again, there's a large team that goes into BotCon. Shout out to Hanny, shout out to Pete, Myra, everybody, Joe,
Oh, you're welcome.
the other Joe. So, but yeah, shout out to the entire Agabus team and BotCon team for everything that they do as far as getting this organized. Sean, my Sean, and yeah, it's a lot that goes into this, a lot of labor, but more so a lot of love that actually goes into all of this. So, and you all, so you all just spreading the word about BotCon, and your past, and you telling your experiences in the past shows that you have gone to, and being able to speak to that. You all know the environment that we've created, the culture that we've created in regards to BotCon since Agabus took it over, and we haven't had any complaints that are noteworthy, I should say. Well, there's complaints, but it's not nothing that's seriously heavy in regards to how that is. So I mean, yeah. So like I said, and then every year is different. We've built it up. We've built it up to this point. If you've gone every year since 2022, you'll notice the growth that BotCon has had since then. Last year was truly our biggest year, and this year we're going to do it bigger with our partnerships. With our partnerships that we have with different vendors such as Blockies, Yolo Park, Robosen, a lot of companies that are licensed by Hasbro to do their products, and yeah, we've been actually working really hard in the background to make sure that you all are getting the experience that you all want. So
when you say
so
bigger,
if you like,
I'm sorry, go ahead, finish up.
so if you like I'll just say, if you like last year, you're definitely gonna enjoy it even more this year. We're a family centric convention show, and it's not just about the guys. You bring your whole family. There's something for everyone to do at BotCon. Last year we had it on Father's Day weekend, and we had all kinds of activities. Not just during the day, we had activities at night as well. We had our version of Round Nation last year as well, and that was fun to do. Yeah, so it was a really good time last year, and again, we just look forward to doing that again this year.
Cool. So when you say like bigger, right? Like like last year was your biggest one. Are you talking like numbers? Are you talking about footprint? You talking about presence of vendors and not sponsors, but like the Blockies, stuff like that. Robots coming in. Like,
So it's go ahead.
I was going to say that, like when you say bigger, like what does that mean? Like your attendance is on the rise, is things like that.
So attendance actually not necessarily doubled from like we did Fort Wayne, Indiana 2 years in a row. I can confidently tell you that our attendance last year nearly doubled as a result of the first year we had at Fort Wayne. We had a bigger presence as far as vendors is concerned. Artist Alley was a major improvement, as we put the Artist Alley in the middle area so they can be the focal point. We got a lot of compliments about that. A lot of people really enjoyed what we did last year. We had spirits on the floor, if you will, with the Energon drinks and all of that. That was pretty cool. That was actually a kind of a, and I'm gonna give you the secret to the sauce on that one. That was kind of a last minute type of idea that they offered there, and it was just like, what if we were to do this and basically just make it a thing, and it actually turned out better than we expected it. So a lot of people were like, yeah, y'all should do this for every show. Not sure if we're going to be doing that for every show, but we definitely gotta see how that works wherever we go. So
Cool.
we are trying to establish a culture where people are used to seeing some of the things that they actually see, but we want to be able to integrate new things each year as we do these shows. I mean, you never know. You never know what the future may hold when it comes to whatever we're going to try to do in the future. But yeah, it's gonna be really, really, really cool this year, and I can't wait. I'm excited like it's gonna be happening tomorrow. So
Sweet.
yeah. In
EE,
regards to aside from attendance, we had a major presence with Blockies last year. The first year at Fort Wayne, our major presence was with Yolo Park, and Blockies came out last year and really showed off with everything that they offered. We had the Blockies Customs. We had the custom contest. We're going to make that more prevalent this year. We had the Blockies Time Trials, which was a huge success.
you need to do something better about keeping those parts on the table, my friend. When those things hit the floor,
So-
it got tense.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of that, But that's the engagement part, Everyone was so focused in on that contest. It was like, nothing else was going on except that contest, and that was the entire idea, to get everybody glued into and get everybody fixed in on what was going on, because that was true competition that you saw. I mean, this year Blockies asked us to amp it up, and we are definitely
Loser loses a finger.
no. I'm talking
Full
about
contact Blockies.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the particularly I'm talking about participation. They want us to amp it up. They challenged us to double our efforts with that contest. And so you're going to see something really major with Blocky Time Trials this year, as well as I'm in the process of trying to develop something else, another type of contest with Blocky. So that's in development. I got everything written down. I got everything planned out, just like I did with the time trial. But yeah,
Are you taking
Blockies
nice with Uno No Mercy, and are you combining them?
Oh no, that would be suicide. Be suicide.
Are you bringing Stay at Home Greg?
Oh God.
Stay at Home Greg needs to narrate the Blockies Time Trials. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying.
Man, shout out to Greg though. We ain't seen him in a minute, but I'm gonna try to get him out. But yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be huge, and without giving too much away, too soon. I'm just encouraging everyone to, try to be in Chicago that weekend for BotCon. It's gonna be a really good time.
Now,
I'm really looking forward to everyone coming out.
How close is the hotel to the convention center?
It's at the convention center. The hotels is everything is in the convention center. It's literally almost like if you stayed in the convention center at Grand Wayne, you're literally just going downstairs and then going there. But there were other hotel options around the area. We will have that even with this venue, but we've got such a large block of hotels for BotCon that everyone should be able to just be at this convention center. If not, we're going to have secondary and third hotel options to choose from later on if that gets booked up fast. So get your room right now while you can. Yeah, so look forward to it. But yeah, but the hotel itself is in the convention center when you book your hotels through us this time. So
cool. Yeah. And despite EE not being here, he is taking time between eBay purchases and selling. What data are you guys collecting, and how do you collect it to make the final choice?
So we have a marketing team that actually pulls data through different conventions and different venues of shows that are in different areas around the country. So, and then we also gather that we also compile that data against, particular types of fans through marketing, such as, when anybody mentions Transformers or anyone mentions anything robot related, we're gathering that data in different areas to see what type of people are populated in that area and have the interest. So when you're doing a BotCon, your major concentration is everything robot related. You got not only do you have Transformers, you have Voltron, you have Robotech, you have even GoBots to an extent. Anything robot related. Now you got metal card bots that is getting
Dude, they're taking
increasing
off.
in
That was a
popularity.
hit. That was a
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, that's increasing in popularity. It's all of that, and the interest that's gauging in specific areas. I know that, and here's the thing that I need people to understand. When other shows are having their shows, nobody complains about their locations. They'll be like, "Oh, okay, I'll just wait until they come to our show. I'll just wait till they come to our area." Everyone likes to complain and cry about, where certain shows are going to be. I mean, if you can't come, you know, just wish us luck. Just give us the best that we got. We're, we're doing the best we can. This show, BotCon is not young, but it is young as far as its ownership. So, it's going to take some time to build up. Hey, the goal is to do 2 shows a year. At some point, it's going to get to that point. But until then, we're doing the best we can to reach the areas where we can get to. And then also, we want to make sure that we're dedicated. We dedicate these areas so that, fans can be able to enjoy the entire experience, even after the show is over. Because we've generated a culture where, you want to do some, if what are you going to do after the show, after the vendor area closes? What were you doing after that? So we're trying to get that together as well. So yeah, as time goes on, keep posted on the all of the BotCon socials. you know, just stay tuned to all the Bakan socials, and just keep updated with the information. You're going to get most of the information here on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel shows. Definitely ETR, definitely Do You and Transform Bro. We're going to bring you as much information as we possibly can. And if there's anything that I need to pass on to you guys, I'll pass it on to you guys so you all can talk about it here on the show as well. So yeah. So that's how that works. The Realm has been a big major supporter of Bakan and Agabus in its efforts to do everything that they do. So yeah, I mean, I'm just excited about everything that's going to be coming up. I mean, everything that we planned so far, I'm just literally almost jumping out my seat because I can't wait till the show starts. So yeah, but yeah, look forward to a very, very good time.
Cool.
Well, that's awesome, man. Again, July 10th to the 12th, Chicago, Illinois. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to be there. Like Derek said, pay attention to the Realm Collectors Facebook group, ETR. All the BotCon socials, all your information will be forthcoming. Can't wait for this year's Rock Box. Let's go, man. July can't get here fast enough for me.
Indeed.
Let's do it.
And Derek, while I got you, we talked the other week at Steel City Con.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I don't remember that conversation. November 1st at 3:06 p.m. That's when we talked about it.
Okay.
Because I was like, I know I'm not crazy.
Oh, well, speaking of conventions, our friend Brother Joseph went to something a couple weeks ago. Joe, tell us all about it.
Yeah, tell us all about it.
First of all, Cinnamon and Mercedes were fabulous. No. So, well, so what's funny is like that weekend, originally I was supposed to go to GalaxyCon Columbus. For y'all that don't know, GalaxyCon is like a huge like they've started off like in 4 cities. Now they're in like 8 or 10 cities. Throughout the year it goes through, and it's a big comic book artist, celebrity convention. It's huge. It's huge to the point to where I'm like, it's too crowded for me. I'm really not a fan of going into that area. But my wife likes it. So initially we were both going to that, because the gym at the hotel is banging. The food nearby is banging. There's a toy shop that's really, really good down right near it. So, the wee baby Logan lives nearby. He may have stopped through, those kind of things. But then I saw that Peter Cullen and Frank Welker were both going to be at Steel City Con. For y'all that don't know, Steel City Con is, I would say, Wolfie, correct me, I would say the Pittsburgh kind of comic book convention. It's nearby that.
Yes.
And I was like, I haven't seen Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, and I'm sure they have been, but I haven't seen them together since 2020. They came to a Galaxy Con here in Virginia, and I did a meet and greet with them. The meet and greet was really cool. It was $300, but you got a poster, you got 2 free autographs. Well, not free, but that was included with the price. You got a poster, a comic, 2 autographs each, selfies, and then you got to hang out with them for about an hour, hour and a half, just kind of whatever you wanted to talk about. It wasn't like a panel and a Q&A. Like they would you could talk to them. They tell stories. I mean, a lot of us, like we were all kind of gathered around. It was like little kids, talking, like, and Grandpa was sitting there talking to you kind of thing. And like, they were telling you a story. Everyone was just all like, one dude, you can say it's a little much, but I still get the feels. But this dude like almost doubled over, but he was crying just from meeting them.
Wow.
But they were both wonderful back then. They were both very energetic. They loved what they did. You could tell they were happy to be there. It wasn't an obligation or anything like that. But when I saw that they were both going to be there, I was like, you don't know how much longer. I'm not trying to sound morbid. We don't know how much longer they're going to be going to conventions. We don't know how much longer they're going to be around, let alone both of them. Peter Cullen, I have not seen do a whole lot on the East Coast. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he canceled like almost all of his appearances last year due to some health issues.
On the East Coast.
A few of them, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was like, I've got to go. This might be my last chance. It's not that far away. I got to go do this. So, so Courtney went to Columbus and did her thing. She stopped by Point Pleasant for the Mothman Museum. Got herself a little Mothman plushie, and I came up that way. So that morning it started off kind of it was a little bit of a fiasco anyway, because we were supposed to get some snow overnight. Everyone was saying, oh, it's going to be about a trace, maybe 2 inches tops. I woke up to 5 inches of snow, and about 20 minutes up the road from me on the interstate, there was a tractor trailer crash blocking both lanes of northbound traffic.
Oh, wow.
And the primary road that runs parallel to it, there was also a wreck blocking lanes of traffic. Same place basically. So everyone was trying to get bypass the wreck, got into another wreck. So that put me about an hour getting behind. The drive up's not bad. It's really pretty. The only downside to it is I lose cell service for about an hour between Virginia and Cumberland, Maryland. But it's the back roads of West Virginia, and the back roads of Maryland. So it's it's a little. It's not that it's sketchy. It's just like it's not the place you want to not have cell service on if you hit a deer or some crap. We got up there, really no issues once I got out of Virginia. And the con was actually like I got up there to the con. I went in Friday at 3:30, 4 o'clock. I immediately went to the Frank Welker line, and they had literally just cut it off. They're like, no more for the day. And I found out it wouldn't have mattered if I got in there earlier. Anyway, I found that out later because everyone that was in line when they capped it, they said then they kicked out everyone out of the line that didn't have a Friday only badge. So if you got a Friday only, you got to stay in the line for the autograph. Right. If you had a Saturday or Sunday or weekend, then you had to you were just kicked out of the line, which I think, like, I get, that they it gets, even though they're sitting, they're signing over and over. It's socially exhausting. I get all that. But people definitely felt a way about it. But getting kicked out of line after they had been in line just because they didn't have a Friday pass. So I walked the convention floor. It was not crowded at all. Like, it was really not crowded. I did the whole vendor room in about 45 minutes tops. probably less than that. You know, and it's not that they didn't have a lot of stuff. It's just there was a lot of stuff that I wasn't interested in. There was surprisingly a large number of like cookie and fudge vendors and stuff like that. A couple of weapons props a couple of weapon props vendors, stuff like that. Of course, a large number of comic book vendors. You had the 2, 3 couple, the pops vendors that's all they sold was pops, those kinds of things. So the only thing I bought really was, other than artwork, was 5 GoBots for like $5 a piece. So yeah, I mean, it's $5 GoBot. But Saturday I got there. Logan came. We hung out Friday night. If you're up in that area, I suggest Gateway for their pizza. That's a restaurant that's actually pretty good. But we ate dinner. He crashed with me. We got up the next morning, we got there at the convention as they were opening the doors, and there was already a line. I beelined it right back to the Welker line. I'm sorry, the Cullen line, because I'm like, Welker's more like, I feel like Welker's more physically able to go do these things, and more apt to do these things than Cullen. So I wanted to get in Cullen's line. So, I got probably in the doors around 9:40, right back to the line. I was already in overflow for Cullen. And probably around 10:30, 10:45, they cut the line for the day. So, a lot of people felt away about that being capped that early. One of the guys that got there, he got there right after they cut the line or capped the line, and he was one of the people that got booted out of the Friday line because he had a weekend pass. So, he kind of vented about that, which I completely get, because he's like, the reason I came to this was to meet them.
You say he cut the line?
No, capped.
He capped the line. Okay.
So when they cap the line, that means they're done. Like, no more autographs.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, he got pulled out of the Friday line because he had a weekend pass.
Right.
And then he got there after they capped the line on Saturday. So he was kind of irritated about that. But so I stood in line. So I met, I'm a chatty motherfucker. So I met some people out of Kansas, Adam and Heather. They were my line buddies for the day. But got in line, like I said, let's just say 9:45, 1:45 is roughly when I got my autograph from Peter Cullen. And real positive, real pleasant experience. His hands were beat up something awful. Nothing rude or disrespectful, just you can tell his hands were all bruised up. Then we went and did the photo op. I did the photo op with him. And let's see if I can someone make me big? I know this is so you can see kind of what I mean with his hands there.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So
that's probably a lot of handshaking too,
Well, that looks like also that's what I call when you're in the medical field, you also call those IV hands. So when you're in the hospital or you're
you get stuck.
The bruising, that makes sense.
The bruising from the needle when they put it in your hand versus your arm. Yeah, and they get, because in older folks, the veins are more visible in your hands, in your forearm area than in your in your shoulder and your upper area. So that's where commonly they get their IVs then. So when he was having all the medical issues, I would not be surprised if that was what that was. So yeah. So it's going to be hard to kind of sign things and autograph things if you're majorly doing that with your hands. That would be a hindrance as a result. So,
but the guy behind me, Adam, he had 3D printed a full size wearable Optimus Prime helmet, and like other than what he didn't paint the gray. So like the face and the face plate weren't painted, but everything else, he had like auto body paint on and Bondo and stuff like that. It looked really, really good. So like, you're paying for one autograph, and Cullen's like, he's like tried to sign it, like on the head crest where Prom's that part sticks up.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, I really don't like that. He goes, let me see something else. So he takes the faceplate, signs the back of the faceplate, and it's really not them. They're super pleasant to be around. It's the agents that kind of got to keep the line moving. It's the agents that don't want you taking photos while you're up there standing with them and stuff like that. One of the other things we found out on Saturday was like because if you go to their website, it just says autographs $80. And then what it was is $80 for an 8x10. Anything that you bring or anything that's bigger than an 8x10, it's $100. So there was people hopping out of line, going to the ATM, getting the extra money. That kind of left a sour taste in some people's mouths. But did the photo op, came back, talked to Adam and Heather. They opened up Welker's line for a little bit more, but after that they were done for the day. They came back, whoever was in their line when they left for their photo op, they finished, and that was it. Okay. Jeff, I'll figure that out later. But and then met up with Logan, and then we went back and then met up with Wolfie and Crystal and Ava for dinner. And that was a good time. Went out and got ice cream. And let's see here.
Ice cream.
What was it called? The Meadows? That was pretty good.
Yeah, the Meadows.
But then Sunday morning, I knew my goal was to get autographs Friday and Saturday and leave early Sunday morning, because again, they were calling for more snow, and I didn't want to be traveling through the mountains with snow and darkness and all that crap with no cell service. So, but I'm like, all right, I got to stay. So I get up. Turns out Adam and Heather, the ones I was in line with, were staying at my hotels with me as well. Same floor, didn't even know it. But it's 20 degrees outside. I'm standing outside the convention center, all bundled up at 8:10 for a 9:30 opening. Pretty close to the front. Adam and Heather get there. They hop in line with me, and then we beeline it right back to Welker. And I'm the 26th person in line. And the way they do it is the VIPs go first, and then everyone else with just regular admission. But they probably capped it at about 50 or 60 people. Like, they counted you as you went in, and then once they got to a number, like, that was it. No one else came in behind those people. So that morning they're like, hey, like at 9:30, I think maybe 9:45, 10 o'clock, staff came out and was like, hey, they got a photo op at in the morning. Then they have their panel starting at 12, and they're going to shorten the panel, and they're going to be here to sign between 1 and 2, and that's it. You've only got an hour for them to sign. They've got a hard stop because of their flights and this, that, and the other. So, there's that little bit of stress, a little bit of pressure, because like what I got signed was, and shout out to Dan, the art guy. But what I got signed was this. So, I already had Cullen's signature. It'd just be weird to have just Cullen's and not Welker's and stuff like that. So, but they came back. They made sure everyone got through the line. That was great. And again, I can't say enough good things about I cannot say enough good things about Cullen and Welker. They were very personal. They were very friendly. They were very outgoing. Like, even though that Welker knew that he had a line to get through, and like I was just trying to be, hey, thank you. Because I mean, you don't want to get there and just gush in front of them, but there's nothing you can really say to these people that they haven't heard tens of thousands of times at this point, And I was just like, look, I can't say any more that's been said. It's just thank you for everything you've done for the fandom. Thank you for everything you've done for the franchise, and how it made me feel growing up. And Welker just wanted, and Cullen too, but Welker more. He just wanted to keep on talking and talking. I'm like, I'm trying to, like, all right, there's people behind me. I know you're on a time crunch. I want them to get it.
Yeah.
So, but did that, got that autograph. He got through everybody and got out. And then one of the issues they ran into was day one, the VIP people were getting like 30, 40, 50 things signed. So like, I'm just trying to get, someone's trying to get that 1 or 2 autographs, and you got these people with the VIPs with the wagons that they're pulling and just putting up stuff to get signed. And they're just, I don't, not scalpers is not the word, but vendors or whatever, and they're saying, yeah, this is going on eBay if you want to buy it, or if you want to purchase it out on the vendor floor, come find me, that kind of stuff, So the next day they put a limit of 3 signatures. You get 3, then you had to go back through the line if you could do it. I mean, for if you're going there to just for a con experience, it's a 1-day con at best.
Yeah, I agreed.
But if you're going there for the celebrity experience, it's definitely worth at least a couple days. Charlie Sheen was there. John Rhys Davies was there. Cassandra Peterson, Elvira was there.
Davis.
David Denning, who's on The Office, and he was Peacemaker's brother in the new season. I can't think of the actor's name, but the guy that played the Liquid Terminator and Peacemaker's dad was there.
Patrick.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
But let's.
They had Linda Hamilton too there, right? And
Linda Hamilton was there. Freddy Krueger was there.
Jason Patrick.
Yeah.
Not Jason Patrick.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to go for celebrities, that's a good place to go.
Yeah.
Things seem to be reasonably priced. I got Randy Quaid's autograph, and if you're going to get anything signed by Randy Quaid or pictures of Randy Quaid at this time of year, it's got to be Merry Christmas. Shitter's full, right?
Did you bring that, or did you buy that there?
No, I bought that there. And so now the Randy Quaid one kind of
Robert Patrick. Yeah, that's who it was. Robert Patrick.
The Randy Quaid one did kind of leave a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth personally. Like the other issues with the cons are just issues I was pointing out, nothing I really experienced.
Yeah.
But the Randy Quaid thing, it left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth because like I was in, like there was literally no one in line when I saw him. He's just hanging out. Okay. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Right. I got plasma money to spend. So I went to the ATM, pulled out some money, and went back to the table, and there was one person in line getting their stuff signed, and I was talking to his agent while they were talking to him, and I didn't get her name, but she's kind of cute, but 2, she was just super nice, just super talkative, super nice, super pleasant. And she's like, oh, well, what are you going to get to sign? And I was like, I'll get that. That's 11 by 17. And she's like, oh, that's not 100, that's 120. I was like, oh, okay. Everything else has been on the table so far. It's been 100. So I was like, well, whatever. I don't care. It's $20. So they're like, all right, go up here, and then she'll give you, give them the names and stuff like this. And if there's anything personalized you want on it. So I get up there, he writes, to Joe in court, thanks. And he's like, anything else? I was like, Merry Christmas. He's like, you want me to write Merry Christmas? I was like, if you don't mind. I mean, so then this is where he started like a back and forth with his agent of whether they were going to charge me more for writing Merry Christmas. And like I could get, if he was like, hey, does it cost more to get Merry Christmas on there? And she was like, no, it's fine. It's the 120. It's fine. But then he kept on like, are you sure it's not more? I feel, like, no, it's fine. It's good. I thought we did charge more for this. And I'm like, if it's an issue, just don't worry about it, And I'm like, it's 16 letters in like 5 seconds of your time, But after about the 3rd or 4th, like, no, it's fine from his agent, he finally wrote it. And I was like, hey, cool. Thanks a lot. Really, really like watching, Christmas Vacation every year. And but he definitely didn't have he wasn't as personable. It didn't seem like, of course, he's guys only had, the legal issues and stuff like that and whatever else happened to him. But, so that was kind of cool. But it's one of those things like there was a lot of scuttlebutt, like, this was Khan and Welker's last convention. They're retiring soon. They're not coming to the East Coast. Like there was a lot of just fan talk about that. Nothing I ever heard. Of course, nothing official or anything, but if you go with they're done, you know, their spirits and their mentality certainly weren't certainly wasn't reminiscent of their physical abilities. Like, yeah, you could tell they're getting older, but like they were still just like you could tell like they were just soaking this in. They were just very happy to be there. They were very interactive with the people, you know. And I can't say enough good things. I mean, yeah, granted, I met them for a total of 5 minutes throughout the whole thing, but being in line watching them interact with other people, you could tell that they had a lot of fun, that they enjoyed it. The fire is still there, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, but I would say, yeah, if you're in the area, Steel City Con, it's worth a 1-day trip. If you're there for the celebrities, it's a 2-day trip. People had a lot of good things say about Charlie Sheen. He was only there on Friday, but a lot of good people had a lot of good things to say about him. That he stayed to make sure he got everybody's taken care of that wanted an autograph or a picture, whatever the case may be. So, John Rhys Davies, the one who he played Gimli in Lord of the Rings. Like, at one point, he's out in front of his table with the Gimli helmet on and the axe. And,
is that right? Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's a good photo opportunity right there.
I saw a video online before the con, and I don't know if it was Steel City or not, but like this guy was getting him to sign like a replica axe from the movie, and in the process, he like stood up to kind of take it to make a pose, and he broke it accidentally.
Oh no!
And he's like, no, he's like, who better to have it broke by than Gimli,
Right? Yeah. Okay. I mean,
makes
hey,
sense.
at least he was in positive spirits about that. That's
so cool. I mean, and it's now it's documented, so it's not like you got it and then it's broke, so it's not valued. No, it was broke by this person in this process. It's a legit thing. So, and they were doing certification stuff. So like I got it, certified, graded, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the PSI authentication stuff. So I got that done for the one prime print, because I'm not selling it, but on the flip side, I know at some point, what am I going to do with this stuff when I get old? So, but it was a pretty good con overall. Like I said, I think I was in line total of 10 hours of standing.
Yeah.
That wears on your back.
It does.
I'm sure.
Someone was selling 3D printed stools, and he made a killing. Yeah, he made a killing. It was like, they compressed to like 3 inches thick.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I take those with me on shows as well.
Yeah.
But
so people were getting out of line, going and buying them, coming back. $20 a piece. He made bank. Bank.
Oh, God bless. That's amazing.
And I want to tip you all off to those stool chairs that you get on. You actually get these stool chairs on Amazon too. Sean and I invested in a couple of these chairs, and like when we go to New York Comic-Con or any major Comic-Con where we're going to be standing in line for hours, they're extendable, stools.
I've seen
them. As a matter of fact, I'll go up and get it and show it to you. But real quick, because I know you just finished telling your story, and if you don't mind, Joe, if I can share my version of your story that you told me when we was interacting, when you were at the show, and you were, first of all, me and Joe are best friends, in case y'all didn't know. So he called me. I have the whole text exchange right here. And as he was standing in the line, because you could tell he had that frustration in his voice. I could hear it. I can hear it as when I was talking to him. And when he was typing, he's like, over 2 hours since they opened the line, and I finally made it to the. Now, before he sent me this, though, hold on. Before he sent me this, he was scared shitless because of everything that happened on Friday. He was scared. He didn't think he was gonna make it in there so he can get his autograph. And when he got there on Saturday, he's already in the line. And he's like, Derek, this line is so huge, man. They're going to cut us off. And, I'm not going to be able to get my autograph. I'm going to be bad. And you can hear, like, again, you can literally hear, you can feel the frustration coming off of Joe. And I'm like, Joe, calm down. It's going to be all right, man. You're in the line. You're going to be good. They're not going to shut that line down. If they shut that line down, I'm telling you, it's going to be a riot. Don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. He's like, I don't know, man. This line's pretty long, and people are just talking them up and chatting them up. And I said, Joe, calm down. You're going to be all right, man. Cool. And then he sent me this text later on, and then he sent me a picture as he got closer to the line. He's like, over 2 hours since they opened the line, and I finally made it to the main line. So apparently this line was broken up.
Yeah, I was in overflow.
Right. He was in the overflow line. That's why he was freaking out. So at conventions, they do this sometime because when they don't properly plan, when these major celebrities come out and they don't properly plan how to formulate the lines, that's when you get like overflow lines, because these overflow lines are just in case you're not able to get in. They're going to, be like, hey, we can't get y'all today. Maybe y'all can come tomorrow, and they'll give you all some type of form or some type of ticket to say you can come in tomorrow, because they're going to be there the next day as well. If they're going to be there the next day, and then you come in. So he sent me this message, and he's like, I can literally feel him. I was just like, and then I called him. I was like, yo, you all right? Yeah, so you're going to be good, man. Don't worry about it. You're going to be just fine. Just chill. You made friends in the line, and, just y'all, do your thing, and then just amp yourself up to be excited, because you're going to get up there, man. You're going to get up there. Now, I'm going to exaggerate the rest of this. So, for comedic purposes, he sends me this picture.
I need to hurry up and delete all this thread.
he sends me this picture. He's like, dude, I'm getting close. I'm getting close, man. I can literally feel it. He's right there. He's right there. I'm like, I told you, man. I told you, just chill out, man. You're going to be all right, man. But yeah, man, but we still not up there yet. I'm like, Joe, it's going to be fine. It's going to be
Joe,
fine.
You're having a panic attack, my friend.
I said, do you take any heart medications or anything like that?
Now that didn't happen.
Do you have any?
Hold on, let me pull this up.
Do you have any?
Heart conditions?
What's that medication they give you to slow down your heart rate when you're a sniper? And Drazil. I said, do you have any of that? Because you need that right now. Because you need to calm your ass down as you're getting up there to this line. You're gonna be a basket case when you get up there and finally get up there to him. I'm exaggerating. That didn't happen. But anyway, so he finally got up to the line and showed you that, and he showed you that picture. He sent that to me, and I literally was like, I said that's dope. He said I'm gonna tell him this, because you did say this. You said I was tearing up. I said, I bet you were. I said, yeah, because you thought you was going to die. That's what it's going to do. So it's like, yo, he was a basket case. Now, okay, so because this is the first time you met them in person, right?
No, this is second.
The second time. Okay, so man, I remember my first time meeting Frank Welker and Peter Cullen at the same time. Now, I met Frank Welker years before I met Peter Cullen, because they were both together when I met Peter Cullen. Frank, I met at BotCon. I want to say it was 2015. It was either 20. Yeah, it was 2015. And I got to meet him, got to talk to him. I felt so privileged, because he actually gave me the time to really just talk to him and everything, And then when they was kind of rushing the line, and he was like, "Oh, I'm talking." And then I got to talk to him for a little bit. I felt like such a super fan. So I know exactly how you felt in that moment. And then the second time I met Frank, and then I met him with Peter, Sean's literally taking pictures of the entire interaction and everything. And they're just looking at me, and I'm just talking. I'm talking like 100 miles a minute as I'm talking to him. I was like, yeah, I'm the biggest fan. I mean, I love what you do. I loved when you did the voice of this, and then you did the voice, and he was using visionaries, and then I was literally going down their whole resume as I'm talking to him. And then Peter's literally looking up at me like this. He's like, I mean, I felt like I was 7 years old talking to the most famous man. You're right. I felt like I was 7 years old talking to the most famous man on the planet, because that's what I felt like in that moment, because Peter Cullen was my all-time bucket list. All-time bucket. Peter Cullen, Frank Welker, my all-time bucket list, because I'm a huge voice actor fan. I'm a huge actor fan, but I love voiceover. I've been a voiceover fan for as long as I can remember. That's why I got involved in all of this, because I wanted to get deep into that business. But Joe, your experience, man, I felt it the entire time you were there, man. It was just like,
well, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it was stressful because like the overflow line. So in the overflow line, then you had the aisle, then you had
yeah,
Walker's main line, and you had Cullen's main line.
yeah.
And like I said, it really didn't move. Like I'm like, we've been here 2 hours, we really haven't moved. I've moved like 15 feet, and I'm like, it's not equating up,
Yeah.
And then when I asked them, so one, what you said about like, oh, you were here, you have to leave because the captain. So here's a ticket for tomorrow. Nope, sorry. The response was, if you don't get it, you don't get it. Oh well.
Yeah, but they did a cap, which was the right thing to do, because what happens is by the time that cap is over, it's gonna be it's gonna be close. It should be close to the end of the day.
Yeah. So
when that last person is coming through that line,
yeah.
And actually, you kind of want to be that last person in line, because
you got
if they wanna just hang out, you got time with them, and they remember you the most. So it's just like, you'd be happy to be the one at the cap at the end, you know what I mean? Because you're guaranteed to get that time with them. So, and then if they're tired, of course, they're going to be like, "It was nice meeting you. We're going to get ready to head out." And then, and then their agent is, and if it was Mike, and if it was Frank and Peter, they had Mike with him. He's an older guy, bald head guy.
Yeah.
And, it's just like, he's really pushing them to be on time to do things. He's very time conscious when it comes to a lot of what they do. So he's like, yeah, we got to go. So, but I felt your experience the entire time, man. It was
stressful.
It was so
I'm not gonna lie. There was that level of stress and anxiety. And then like when I asked them, I'm like, well, hey, I've got a photo op with them later in the day. Like, how does that work with me being in line? And the staff member I talked to, and then later the next day, someone, when they were addressing everybody, was essentially, if you don't have a friend in line, oh well, you've lost your spot. So again, I can't say enough good things about Adam and Heather that I met. So but it was that stress, that was that, like, the line's not really moving. We've been here 2 hours, but once we got into his main line, I think about from the time we got into that main line section, which is just a bunch of the switchbacks, I think 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but there's, because the whole trip was planned around meeting these two specifically. You don't know how long you're going to get before you meet them again, those kinds of things, so that was the anxiety there. But but I don't want to take up any more time. I know we got I know Gort's got something for the good of the cause, and I don't know if Wolfie does or not. I think he was going to give us instructions on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich blindfolded, but
how about that? But no, I didn't end up going. I was originally going to go with you guys, but I had spent entirely too much money this year, and I need to calm the fuck down. So I had to back out. But I'm glad I got to hang out with you guys at the afterwards. Watching Logan try and eat pizza was an experience.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that one day.
You could see dad mode kicked in on you, and you got frustrated. You just separated the pizzas.
Wow.
Go ahead and explain it real quick, because Gort's still on mute.
So, all right. So Logan got a pizza, right? And for some reason, he's only using one hand. Like his other hand's in his lap, and he's just using the one.
Okay,
hand.
that's where I've got to stop you. He's using one hand, and you says he's got other hands in his lap. So where was yours?
On the table.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Now Wolfie is sitting next to him. That's why Wolfie jumps in.
So you know how sometimes, like, when they cut the pizza for you, it doesn't go all the way through, and you kind of gotta pick it apart to get the slice you want. Now, normal people would use both hands, just rip it up and eat it. He takes the server, that little server thing.
Yeah.
With his right hand, he holds it like
triangles.
Yeah, the triangle. He holds it with his right hand, and he just stabs it down. He's trying to separate it, and he's struggling doing it. And I'm watching him do this. I'm like, what?
And this is a round pizza, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing, pal? And I just felt so bad. I took the pieces and I ripped it apart for him. Like he was.
He had it like this. He's like going like this. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's going like this. It's nothing. It's not working. Like it's not separating
Yeah.
because it's not a knife. You know, it's a tip of a.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
Man,
go this way with it and try to separate it, that probably work. But no, he's using that quarter-inch.
I don't know if he hurt his hand or what, but like
he did have a wrist brace on the next day. So
I felt bad. I'm like, dude, let me help you. You're struggling.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I like Jeff's comment there. There he goes.
Exactly.
What was that?
But yeah, that was.
Oh man, that's funny.
But look,
that's funny. I can see you talking to him, buddy. No, don't do that.
What are you
doing, buddy? What are you doing? Yeah, it's the typical dad mode. Yo, that's crazy.
This is what we get. This is what we have with some of the youngsters in the realm. We got to teach them the life skills.
Look, I've had my moments with Will. I'm telling you, it's not even.
Willie Slam.
Not even. Look, Willie, man. That's look. First of all, that's my dude, and you know, love him to death, man. But
Willie's a good dude.
It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. So yeah, but nah, I love that guy. You know, Logan's the same way too.
Yeah.
Got to look out for our youngins. You know.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, I was doing a service. That's the way I see it. You know.
There you go.
So,
yeah, Jeff. We're going to start a new show on Thursday nights. Realm Etiquette. That's it. So anyway, Wolfie, continue.
Oh, that's all I got. Like I said, I wanted to be there, but I just couldn't have I didn't have the money for it. But like I said, it was good hanging out with you guys. Sad Courtney wasn't there. Don't tell her I said that. I'll deny it forever. But no, but it was a good time.
She was having a blast, spending money left and right.
Yeah.
And she met Deodorant Deadpool. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Deodorant Deadpool. Wait, did you tell me about that?
There was a guy dressed up as Deadpool handing out deodorant.
Yeah, you did say something about that. Yeah.
Send me a picture. I'll see if I can find it. If I can't, I'll send it to you later.
Yeah. But God bless that dude. That dude's doing a service. That guy and the stool guy. He's
the real MVP.
Yeah.
Courtney. Yeah.
You a real one.
Courtney got to yell at people that were like, being stupid and smelly, and you're at a hotel with water and soap for that's included. So I mean, she had fun. Met celebrities.
Her screaming at people. That's her thing, man.
That's her thing, man. She loved it.
Underarm bandit.
Oh god.
Yeah, Derek, if I can find it, I'll send it to you. But I think it's just someone dressed up as Deadpool with like the little travel size deodorants. It's not like the little ones that Lou was giving out.
Okay.
They're like props. This, if I remember right, it was actual deodorant. But anyway, I'll not take time away from the show. But if I can find it, I'll send it to you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Gord, you still away? Right. Gord's still away. Yeah, he's still muted. All right. What did I want to talk about? I originally wanted to talk about the Supergirl trailer, but I'm going to pass on that for now. I'm just going to ask simple Supergirl. But I'm going to pass on that for now. But I'm just going to ask a simple question. What are you guys looking forward to in the coming year? 2026 could be an event, action figure, TV series. What's something you're really looking forward to?
As much as I can hang out with y'all as I can, to be honest with you. I'm at that point. Like, not a whole lot of movies excite me anymore. I think the Endgame, Infinity War stuff ruined that for me. I don't think we're ever going to get peak stuff like that again. We've lived through Lord of the Rings. We've lived through the Hobbits. I love fantasy franchises like that. The whole phase 1, 2, and 3 ending with those two movies. Like, I don't think you're going to get that cinematic event anymore. TV shows, I don't really watch a whole lot of TV. I don't have time to read books as much as I used to, but I wish I did. I'm looking forward to expanding. Old Man Joe is coming out. I'm looking forward to expanding my garden, messing with that and doing what I can. But mainly, I'm not going to lie, it's just the social stuff with you all. Whether it's Derek's having a cookout, let's go up, or whether it's, hey, Realm meet up at BotCon or whatever. Any of that stuff, I try to enjoy what I can. Like I get a lot of pictures, but one of the things is I don't let those pictures take away from the event that I'm doing. Like when we were in line talking to some of the people at that convention that were going to the panel, I'm like, be in the panel, be present in the panel. Like, don't remember the panel from the screen of your phone.
Right.
Take pictures,
Right.
get clips, whatever. Someone's
Right.
going to videotape it, someone's going to put it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Be in the moment. So that's really what I try to be when we do these things.
Yeah.
And like I get pictures because I want to remember. One of my biggest fears is getting dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever. Um, and I'm just, I want to collect that. And at some point, I want to have like a wall collage of all these pictures that we've got over the years. When you come into my house, it's a split level, split foyer, whatever. It's like 8 steps up, 8 steps down. Part of the living upstairs, part of the living downstairs. And as you come in, on the wall on the right is probably 16 feet by, from floor to ceiling, 16, 20 feet by 15 feet this way. And like, I'd love to be able to just cover that in pictures, but yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, is just hanging out.
Yeah, we got a wall
in
in
person.
our hallway like that, Joe. Like a bunch of
Yeah.
pictures of all you guys that brought up on there. I just thought of something, Joe. If Logan goes to BotCon, maybe we should take him for deep dish.
Hey.
and give him chopsticks.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying we could plan a Giordano's night.
Are you, Wolfie? Are you driving or are you flying?
I don't know yet. I mean, if people want to ride along with us, we can drive. But if not, I'm probably gonna try to fly there.
Gotcha.
Because I'm not really liking 8-hour car drives. But if I got to do what I got to do, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's all right. Derek, what are you looking forward to next year? Anything special?
So, without a doubt, BotCon. And I'm looking forward to all the other shows that we plan on going to. And I'm telling you, next year, getting our social calendars together, man, and getting together to do these shows, and getting together just have genuine fun. I mean, we go to these shows mainly just to hang out with each other. I find myself not spending a whole lot of money anymore, just going to the shows, because it's just about just hanging out with y'all. I go to the show, I sponsor the show, just big up the show and everything for creating an environment where I can just hang out with y'all and just have a good time, and just hang out. You know what I mean? So it's not all about just buying stuff. Yeah, you get stuff that you feel like you need for your display and all of that stuff here and all of that. But me, I don't get really caught up in the hustle of getting things anymore. I get what I like. I'm not in a high demand to be getting specific things, a lot of things. I just like what I like, and I like hanging out with y'all. I like, just being in the moment with y'all, because outside of just taking pictures and everything, when I'm around y'all, I'm not on my phone. I'm not one of those guys that's on his phone all the time either. So, we come for that generation where when we're around people, we're in the moment. It's like, that's what matters the most,
Mm-hmm.
So when, I'm telling y'all I'm going to be at these shows and everything, it's because I'm looking forward to hang out with y'all. Yeah, I'm liking the show. I'm going to probably love the vibe and everything. But at the end of the day, if I don't enjoy the show, I'll enjoy my company with y'all. And that's going to be without a doubt. So that's the thing that excites me the most,
Yeah.
Toy wise, look, I've been going down this Mo show rabbit hole. I know y'all saw. I showed y'all the one figure I had for if you watched Do You Even Transform, Bro, and also if you saw ETR, I showed y'all this, and my Mo show collection. I'm really getting proud of right now, because I'm starting to get that display organized and all of that, and it's gonna look great. It's gonna look great, and just to show y'all real quick. This is the Lancelot, uh, Fire and Ash figure.
Damn.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a beast.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Oh, that looks cool as hell. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. The original one, that one's a prize piece too.
Don't drop it.
Now it's on a metal. It's on a metal. They have There's magnets on this, and the stand is as a metal plate, so it's magnetized on it, so it don't whiffle around and everything like that. So you don't have to worry about it falling off or anything like that. So if I'm picking it up, I'm still careful, but it's not gonna like tip over or fall off or anything like that because it's magnetized to the plate.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, this is what I do. I'm pretty much done with Transformers. I'm only doing like replacements for better representation of figures. There's still a few that needs to be done. Season 1 and 2 is pretty much done, almost done. I still got to get the rest of my protected box. I did get that Sovereign. I haven't put it in there yet. I haven't even taken out the box yet. So, because at first I said I was not going to get that Sovereign. And then peer pressure set in. And I was just like, peer pressure is a motherfucker. And then, I put myself on the list with Nick and then got mine last year. I put it in, I prepaid for it last year. So I wouldn't have to worry about that, this year when it finally came out. And it finally came out, and yeah, I don't really need to buy anything anymore unless I absolutely need it. And then I'm trying to get that discipline back from me, because I said it even when I was on this show. I said if I'm not going to display it, I'm not going to buy it. And then that went out the window when Blockies got in my life. So there's that. And then let's talk about Blockies for a second. I'm literally sitting here putting Blockies together as we're talking. So
he's practicing for the thing next year.
I wish
he will not be beat.
I wish I could participate, and this year's competition is going to be heavy. The prize, oh my god! Anyway,
Courtney's very meh about a lot of things, and but she's very like, when are we going to see these people again? Because she really likes hanging with y'all.
Yeah,
and which is awesome. And that Blockies thing, she's like, here, you can have it. I'm not. And then when she started messing with it, because she had married your house, hers was a slag and dino mode.
Mm-hmm.
And she started messing with it. She's like, no, I'm gonna keep this. So she's got it on her desk now.
Yeah.
Work. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. But yeah, it's that, because Sean wasn't heavy into this until we started hanging out with the Realm more years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, okay, every time we get ready to do something, she's making sure that, she's ready to go. So it's, it's that for the ladies too, I love when we all get together and then we get the ladies together too. Except when Sean and Courtney get together, we got.
I know that's
that's
we end up catching strays.
Yo, catching strays, man. Yo, that's the understatement, yo. It's like, yo, what are these two doing? So but I love it when they get together because them two really enjoy each other's company. But Sean loves hanging out with all the ladies.
Oh yeah,
and it's just like she just has a blast when we're all getting together. But that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
because y'all are my family away from my family, and I've always said that about that. Ever since I got together with y'all years ago, it's like y'all are my family away from my family.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my brother lives 15-20 minutes from me. My mom lives about the same distance.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, I've seen some of y'all more than I've seen my family this year. Well, I've seen more than my brother. I see my mom about once a month, but
same here.
Nothing
wrong with that. It is what it is. You still love your family. But it's just like when it comes to me and y'all, it's just like I'm like I literally got it on the calendar. Be like, okay, this date I'm gonna be hanging out with so and so is coming up. I got them on my calendar just to make sure that I know that I'm gonna be ready for that. So
Yeah.
So yeah, when y'all come down here to visit me, or I go down to visit y'all. Scott came down. I made sure my calendar was empty when Scott was coming down. Man, it's just like coming down, going to hang out. Him and Andrea couldn't make it, but we went to go hang out with them where they were, and we just really had a good time, just sitting down and talking. And the beauty about all of our stuff, it's not just talking about toys. We talk about life. We talk about what's going on in the world, and it's just like we all have healthy conversations with each other, healthy relationships, and that's what all of this is all about. Yeah, you know how that moniker goes. The toys that get us here, but it's that relationship that builds after that. And that's what counts the most. So yeah, that's what's up.
100%.
Love you guys.
Wolfie, what about you?
Well, hang on. I'm gonna pull up a comment here. Like Jeff, I'm looking forward to finally getting my room straightened out. Been the project 5 years in the making. I'm gonna put some shelves together. I'm on vacation this week. I'm putting some shelves together.
Okay.
Gonna get my masterpiece transformers all set up. Finally open some boxes that I have been neglecting. Finally get that into a space where I can sit and podcast from up there and hang out. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Nice.
And again,
I think the kitchen for you, I think that's your staple right there. It's your signature area, man. It's like nobody's podcasting in their kitchen. That's a Captain Wolfie thing. So when you change that, it's gonna upset some people. I'm just telling you.
People aren't gonna understand. Well, what is that?
People are gonna be like, "Did you move?
Is he okay?"
Right? Yeah. Where's Crystal?
She kicked him out.
Right. Are you in a hotel? Yeah.
But again, like you guys, looking forward to the get-togethers. RetroCon. Love RetroCon. Hopefully the Cybertron Spree will be back next year. Love going to that one.
Yes.
Might try and hit ZoloCon, of course, BotCon. I think I want to try and do TFCon in LA and in Orlando. I want to hang out with the West Coast guys, Esteban and Kale and all those guys. And I want to see Ricky and Brammer this year down in Orlando. So I'm really going to try and do that. Joe, I don't know if you're going to go down
Courtney,
that one, but...
So we're for good or for bad, we are Disney adults. But Disney's just gotten stupid expensive.
Yeah.
And I mean stupid expensive. But we're talking about, it's a little bit harder because they don't like me taking time off when school's in. But we're kind of kicking around the idea of going down on like Tuesday or Wednesday and then doing pre-stuff during the show, and then like while I'm hanging out at the show or whatever, Courtney will go do Disney or whatever, it's one of those things. Like I've turned Courtney on to a lot of things because again, y'all know when I first was hanging out with the Rome group and going to these cons, it was mainly just me, or she was there, but she was in the room or whatever. When we first went to Disney, like I'm getting excited because like it was so many good memories. And she's like, "You realize this is just a theme park, right?" And I was like, "Oh no, it's not." And yeah, I saw that, Jeff. And that's sad.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, build like go to like the value resort, the cheapest hotels, and build like a 10-day stay or a 5-day stay. It's just stupid. But anyway, she's like, "It's just a theme park. That's all it is." Blah blah blah. And I think on day 3. She was knocking over children to get a picture and an autograph with Daisy Duck. Yeah. She is running across the park, right? I don't know if y'all have been to Disney World or not, but it's the iconic train station at the front of the park, right?
Yeah.
On the other side of that, when you're in the park, right, you're elevated. And then there's like a town square kind of, it's a circle, but, town square or whatever. She ran down the steps and probably 150, 200 feet to get in line to get a picture and an autograph with Daisy Duck. Wow. And I said, "Sweetie," I said, "what are you so excited about?" Because she came back. She's like, I got it. I was like, "What are you so excited about? It's just a theme park." She goes, "Shut the fuck up."
I think Courtney was just looking for an excuse to run over kids.
I know, right?
I'm just saying.
But yes, we are talking about doing that because it's been since 2012, 2011 since
wow.
her and I've been down there.
Okay.
And Derek, no shade, but that hotel down there, like you did not have to leave that hotel
Yeah.
for anything.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but that was
That's what I'm looking, because when TFCon's in Orlando, we got that one locked in too. You know, Scott, the last TFCon Orlando, me, Scott, Sean, and Andrea hung out
Yeah.
at Disney World.
Yeah, y'all went like that Sunday or Monday or something. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were there. We were staying extended time past the convention, and we wanted to do that. And it was just like, okay, yeah, we stay, and then we go to the go to Disney World and all that good stuff, and have a blast. And we had an absolute blast, man. Me and me and Scott cut up so hard, man. Y'all would, the girls were ashamed of us, man. It was just like, yo, we had on our those Chinese hats, the ones the hats with the Japanese symbols and everything, man. We were down there just doing culture appropriation like crazy. It was a mess, but we was genuinely having a great time.
Oh yeah, I remember that because I was debating whether or not to stay an extra day with you all.
Yeah,
on that.
I'll
probably drive down and you'll probably fly down.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I ain't driving to Florida. Nah.
I don't mind it. I really don't. But anyway, Wolfie, sorry to cut you off. Continue.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Like I said, that's mostly what I'm looking forward to. But Gore, how about you? You want to answer the question, or do you want to jump into your topic? What do you want to do, bud?
What am I looking forward to next year?
Yeah, anything, event, action figure, TV show, a movie.
I don't know.
Vasectomy.
I can't think of anything even like other than like cons and stuff coming up and like hanging out with you guys, but like media wise, I don't know. Nothing's even coming to mind anymore. Like nothing's been exciting to like getting into the theaters and all that kind of business. I don't know. Like I just don't care.
You seeing Avatar this weekend?
Fuck no.
No.
Which Avatar is this one? I didn't even know there was another one.
There's a
Fire
one.
and Ash.
That's the one with the blue people, Joe.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was going to be a third
all
one.
of them are the one with blue people.
Exactly. Because they'll have now made the same movie 3 times in a row.
Yeah. I mean, you're never wrong.
Well, no, like Avatar,
look. When you put like 15 years between movies, people forget what they saw, and they don't always realize they're watching the same movie again.
Well, it's a whole different generation.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't know if there was like an Avatar the Airbender or something coming out.
Oh,
that's
yeah. I'm not watching that.
When I get I'll say this: when I get time, that is lore I would like to dive into. Is the Avatar the Last Airbender?
Okay.
I think that could be a good like MMORPG.
I don't know what that means.
I'll tell you what I look
massive
forward to.
multiplayer online role playing game.
Okay, nerd.
I'm thinking about it more. I look forward to getting things done in the house, because if I don't have time, or rather, if I'm not spending time watching movies and games and whatever, like, because there's nothing too interesting going on. You announce a game, it doesn't come out for like 3 years. That's how it feels these days.
Yeah.
Here's a beautiful trailer. Have fun playing in 2030. See you later.
Right.
But yeah, I get things done in the house. I have a lot of projects and things that I'd like to wrap up, and I'm closer to done in the basement here. I just have to build a couple shelves and then start working on lights and things, and I can, like you were saying earlier, curate stuff and just what am I keeping, what am I getting rid of, and just play that game. Just do one of those big NJCC dumps. Just go home with nothing.
Coming soon to an NJC table near you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you like this thing? $5. Get it out of here. Don't care.
Yeah.
Get this shit out of here.
Yeah. People think we bullshit when we talk about that on the show, but you come to the NJCC and get stuff from us.
Come to Rock Island, man.
Hell of a deal. Rock Island is where it's at.
I need to get rid of shit. I got 7 totes of Transformers I need to price and get rid of, and it just seems
get on it, Joe.
It seems like a daunting
task. Joe, don't price them. Bring to show. Let people dig in the bin. They'll show you what they want, and just give them a number.
Give them a number.
Do it.
Yep.
It's so much easier.
Yeah, I think
you know what you paid for this stuff. You can ask for more. You could ask for less. It depends what it is.
Yeah.
Right. Don't get too caught up
You
in
know,
the
some of
value.
that stuff you'll be excited that anybody wants it at all.
Exactly. You know.
There you go. Solder 1.0, Brinks table, $100.
Mm-hmm.
See you there.
Indeed.
Well,
Have they
Gord, you
announced?
wanna-
They haven't announced the next NJCC yet, have they?
I don't think
I
they
don't-
have.
No, ZoloCon
I haven't seen a
has.
date yet.
NJCC has not, but it's been the end of February, beginning of March the last 2 years.
It's
Yeah.
been all over the place. It's been as early as February, but like like April is not, out of question.
Yeah, last NJCC, I had a guy because I was getting rid of all of my Chug stuff that were still in packages, like Generations figures,
Yeah.
Classics figures. He came in and bought both bins, and he got well over. He spent a lot of money. And I was literally done for the weekend, but I had other stuff that I was trying to sell. But I was just like, look, I'm good. If people want to just, make me an offer, I was letting people make me offers on a lot of the stuff that I had. This one dude circled my table, and I counted. He circled my table 13 times because he wanted to make me a deal on I had a toy, the Sovereign had the Toy Deco version, and it was sitting on the very top. And he just kept looking, and then he saw Dust. He was talking to Dust about something, and then he was asking about the Sovereign. And Dust called me. He's like, Derek, you selling that Sovereign? I was like, yeah. And I literally, like I said, I watched him circle it, looking at it like 13 times the entire day. And he was like, how much? And I made him an offer, and I was just like, I said, yeah, I don't want that much for it. I want to get rid of it. I made him the offer. He was like, oh, I thought you was going to sell it for over 2. I was like, hell no. That's how much I paid for it. You're going to pay less. So he paid less, and then he went home with it. He was very happy. But that's what it's all about. Yeah. I don't keep these. I don't buy these toys. I don't buy this stuff to sell them at high prices unless the value is up and I need the money. But other than that, if I don't need it anymore, I'm getting rid of it, and it's going to be to your benefit.
Yeah, and look, like when it's like the retail stuff, just sell it. Sell it.
Yeah.
Like if you're marking up like $5 or something like that, I get. But like the people that are trying to like double their money on a Marvel Legend or classified or any of that, get that shit out of here.
This price is the move, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the
Like,
only
do
time
you want to go home with it?
Right. I think the only time that I really did that was when I got those Galactuses. Y'all remember that? The Galactuses, when they came, we bought like 10 of them because we were trying to sell those, to achieve a financial goal that we were trying to deal with at the time. So we got those in, we sold those, and made our money. We lost probably just maybe a couple of bucks on it at most, but we made our money. But it fulfilled its purpose. It did what it was supposed to do, and then we were able to accomplish what we did. So, yeah, buy our shit. That's what the moniker is. Buy our shit.
Hey, Gort, you want to jump into your topic, or do you want to call it? What do you want to do, bud?
I don't know. It's like running a little late for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So real quick, we were talking about something. I can't remember what it was, and my brain started following a bread trail. And for you all that got the Skybound stuff, the Transformer stuff, it has started shipping.
Yes.
Phase 1 has started shipping, and mine shipped out on the 16th from
This is
Orlando.
the omnibus thing?
So,
Yep.
Okay.
So mine left Orlando on the 16th and is currently sitting in the hub 8 miles from my house. So for those of you all are back that are in group 1, which you should get an email saying that, you should be getting it within the year.
Mine is in
Which
Buffalo,
level did
West
you
Virginia.
get? Starscream something.
Okay.
Let's see what it is.
I got the Grimlock one. That's the one with the American and the UK intertwined to tell the story like it's meant to be told.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, the lenticular print. Yeah, I can't remember if it was like I think I got the Decepticon box, but I got the one like that where it's the U.S. and UK blended together, not separate.
Yeah.
And that one comes with a Grimlock print, bookmarks, challenge coins, sticker sheets, tech spec cards for several of them, a jazz print. Didn't realize that one.
Yeah, it met all the stretch goals.
Yeah, Decepticon shield, a patch, a Decepticon shield patch, and a pin.
Okay.
Reprint bundle. I don't know what that means. And a Starscream Soundwave print set. And then, of course, the digital stuff came several weeks ago, or was downloadable. I'm not a fan of reading comics on my computer or my tablet. It just seems. I'm still. No, I'm old enough. I want something physical.
I'm with you. I gotta have, like, for books. I don't know. I just prefer to have an actual book than I do reading on a screen.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but yeah, mine's coming tomorrow. I think I'm real excited to get that. It's gonna look good next to my GI Joe compendium. Yeah,
I'm off the next 2 weeks, so I volunteered.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of regretting it. I did volunteer to work some on Monday. Part of the day taking some new people around, showing them all the schools and getting them squared away. And then I got to work a basketball game that night. But past that, I'm off the next 2 weeks. So I know part of that, I use this time too. I'm off. I got a wall to paint. I got to drain and flush the water heater. Yearly kind of house stuff like that. So
All right, well, we can call it here. So again, thanks to our special guest Derek for dropping by. It's good to see you again, bud.
Hey, thanks for
Back
having me.
again soon.
Yeah,
remember,
absolutely.
Keep an eye on the Facebook group for more BotCon information. I'm excited. I'm sure you are too. Well, let's take a trip around the yard. Tell the people where they can find you. Gore, where can the people find you, my friend?
I don't know, right here on Fridays.
Right.
Very
Derek,
excited.
where can the people find you?
You could find me on. How do I do this? Okay, it's been 3 days. You can find your boy Derek B on your Book of Faces. You can also find me on Instagram as Derek What B. You can also find me on Monday nights as I bring you the Robot News for ETR, and every other Tuesday as we transform your Tuesdays. But do you even transform, bro? And every now and then, putting together blockies. And that's it for me.
Joseph, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Facebook. You can find me here every other Friday. More often than not, I feel like I make the hangouts on non-show weeks. Occasionally, you will find me hanging out in Wolfie's shed out back, where he has secured me and occasionally slides a pancake under the door to feed me. That's about it.
The weird thing about that is I don't have a shed.
I know, right? What about you?
You can find me at Eric Von Wolfenstein on all your social media needs, maybe coming to a town near you, and each and every Friday here on the Realmhattan Project and the ROC broadcasted hangout. Our friend Brian Brink will is going to post the unbroadcasted hangout link in the Facebook group shortly. Look out for that. Join us if you want, but we'll be back. We will be back next week with the broadcast and hangout. And then I hope everyone has a good holiday. I hope Santa was good to you. And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Season greetings, everyone.
Peace out.
Say it with me now. Round.